Hey guys, in today's video we'll be looking at the 2020 Ford Mustang. This is the EcoBoost model with the 4-cylinder engine. While this car still has a 4-cylinder engine, it does still wear the Mustang badge, and it wears it proudly right there in the front grille, which is wide. Aside from that, a lot of this car is wide and aggressive. It does have the 2 hood vents in the front, and then as you get toward the back, you have these striking lines that go towards a huge rear end. While reviewing this car, I actually had it parked next to a 5.0, and it didn't look much different aside from the GT badge and the 5.0 badges on the 5.0. So this is the key here. It's got the unlock, lock, start, and trunk buttons, and the Mustang logo right in the back there. It does feel heavy in the hand. And then what's interesting about it is you press unlock or lock, the lights flash only once. It has 4-wheel disc brakes and runs Pirelli tires on all 4 tires. P235/50 ZR18. Start it right up. To access the trunk, you could press a button next to the license plate. That opens the trunk. Or press a button on the remote, the lights flash once, and then you can access the trunk that way. You could fit a couple of carry-ons in here, probably like 3. Other things to note is that it has a spare tire back here. To open the gas cap, just press on it, and you can open it like this. This one has an easy fuel to make it easier. I did get 19.9 miles per gallon while driving this car over 200 miles. Here's a view with the top down. Thankfully with the top down, it does not affect your trunk space. The cover just sits right over there next to the trunk. Here's another view of that. Here's a view into the rear seats and then the front seats. To the left of the steering wheel, we have the trunk switch. We have the hood switch here, just gonna pop that open, and we have metallic pedals. Under the hood, there is a 2.3-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine with 310 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque, which is supposed to get 20 city and 28 highway. It does 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. And the 2020 Mustang also boasts the fact that it has LED headlights, taillights, low beams, everything. So here's a view of that, and then another view of the headlights. Pretty nice striking details in each one. And in the back, when you're using hazard lights, all of them blink at the same time. And then you have the sequential turn signals as well. With the key in the pocket, you could tap once to lock the car, or put your hand on the handle to unlock the car. So now with me driving it, you can see that there's no room here, but we'll try anyway. Just gonna fold the seat in like this, then I'll hop in the back. So here's the legroom for me. I'm 5'6". If you can see like this, there's still some room here. This is the seat right here, and it's got these side pads right here, and down here the seat is angled at a way where it's okay. Sitting in the back of the car, we get a nice view of the interior. Look at that. The doors themselves are padded with leather in this model, so that makes it pretty nice. It does have some metallic finishes in the door as well. It's got 2 speakers, one here and one here. Here are the window switches, auto up and auto down for both the front ones. Door lock and unlock buttons are here. This is the metallic handle and the metallic grab handle here. Focusing away from the door panel, you have these door sills which are lit. And then the driver's seat, you can go forward and backward using power, but you need to tilt it using this manual lever. Over here you have your lights, fog lights, automatic lights, headlights, etc. This is for the instrument cluster. Now that we've gone over that, this is the steering wheel. This control right here, you're able to set this menu right here. And there's quite a lot of information that can be displayed, from the gauges to trip and fuel, track apps, accelerometer, brake performance, etc., settings. And then if you go back here, this is your cruise control. You turn it on and off like this. There's an icon right there, and then you can set it by pushing down. This is the volume. The 2 skip buttons are able to change the radio station. And then you have an array of call buttons down here. Here are the paddle shifters and the wiper stalk, with which there's a turn signal stalk on the opposite side. Steering wheel, I like the feel of it because it's actually a little padded. So if you can see, push down like this, Turn it like this and turn it like this. It feels pretty nice. All the air vents are able to be opened and closed completely, and they can be tilted to whichever direction you want them to go. The top set of buttons and switches control the volume, tuning, skip, and equalizer for the radio. And then this bottom area shows 3 levels of heated and cooled seats, temperature control. Everything else around HVAC are all controlled down here. And then on the bottom level, you have hazard lights, drive mode, steering feel, of which there are 5 different drive modes to choose from. This is the shifter right here. It does feel metallic. It's got this rubber on the side. Pull down, push like this. Now you're in reverse. And you're able to see your backup camera. And then neutral. Drive. And then sport mode. Over here we have 2 cup holders, standard size. And then there's a tiny glove box here where you have this little 12 volt and then you have one USB plug right here. On this side we have the glove box. You just press down like this. And then these are all the different things like the manuals and stuff. Go right in there. The multimedia screen controls much of the functions. You do have your radio, navigation, and phone. These are all different phones. Climate control settings are all here, including the fan speed, temperature, dual control. Audio has different sources. You can direct tune a station from this screen. And you can connect different devices, which can have different apps. These are the different settings. You could scroll back and forth. And the screen is very responsive. I didn't feel like it was laggy at all. It even has a valet mode. On this model, along with the backup camera, you do have parking sensors in the rear, but not the front. So even though this is a standard Mustang with a 4-cylinder engine that is not the high performance version, I still find it fun to drive. Now with the top down. So while it did lose its V8 engine, it does have active sound to try to make up for it. And of course you have this convertible top, which is easy to use. Just turn a lever and press one button, top goes down. Here's another view of it with the top going up, followed by the top going down. This all happens pretty quickly. So here's top up. You could get all the windows up as well by pulling up on all 3 of the window buttons. And on the flip side, turning that lever and pressing that one button allows the whole top to go down quickly. Other notable features is when you exit the car, you have this Mustang projector on the floor. It does move with the door, and if you go on the other side, you see the Mustang facing forward as well. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with clips of the active sound on. And that's all I have to say about this car. Please drop a like if you like this video. Please subscribe for more content, and that's pretty much it. See you in the next one. Goodbye.